What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Hope you're making some money on Amazon this week. And the back to school demand is starting to kick up for you. Hope you're starting to see some nice sales progress from that. So yeah, I'll probably just be hanging out here for 30 minutes or so. Let me know what questions I can answer for you about selling on Amazon. And yeah, we'll just jam here for a second. Let me get you all set up over here on Instagram. Sweet. Yeah. So it's been a pretty solid week as far as sourcing and everything goes. Back to school should be peaking in nicely, pretty well, pretty soon here. So you can take advantage of that as well. What up, Mezzy? How's it going? So yeah, you guys over on Instagram, all that kind of stuff. If you're watching on the replay, you can check out. We got the Amazon or the live Amazon class is coming back on Tuesday night. We haven't done one in quite a while. So that's gonna be a blast. We got some back to school sauce we want to dive into with you guys. Lots of fun stuff. Lots of kind of live exclusive sauce that we're gonna put you on. So Tuesday night, Miles and I are doing a live event. Show you pretty much the whole game plan to scale Amazon, so you can check that out. And yeah, what's up, y'all? What up at the buzzer, Meredith? Sweet, yeah. What are some things you do to find leads? You're currently an FBM seller. I mean, it's just doing more of what you're already doing. Then, especially with FBM, some of the stuff that you're doing FBM, test some FBA on it too. Like you're testing the demand, you could probably sell it a little bit faster. FBA, so like do a combo attack. That's kind of the best way to go about it. If you found some stuff that's doing well for you already, then yeah, try to toss a nice little combo attack on there, especially during back to school. FBM storefront stalking will be pretty good as well. So like go to like backpack listings and all that type of stuff and see what other kind of back to school type products they're selling. You'll probably find some good stuff there. Do you source at Dollar Tree? If you do, I've never sourced at Dollar Tree too much, Rick. But a lot of it's like kind of small unknown brands, so probably wouldn't need to ungate too many of that. But you can definitely find stuff there. I know some people's business model, they like only go to Dollar Tree, which is pretty cool. It's a lot of like you find like grocery, like household type stuff. There's some good stuff you can check out there. Really, any store, yeah. Sweet. You will have 100 units of a product. You want to ship them in a single box. You make an individual shipment on box and prep the rest. Do a case pack shipment. If they're all light enough to put in one box, then just do, say you have a case of 100 of them, and then you'll only get one destination for it. That's kind of how that was meant to be used. If you have like a bunch of a couple items or something like that, you can case pack it, and then it won't split your 100 apart. It'll let you do it all in one box, assuming it's less than 50 pounds. You can definitely roll with that. Sweet. I found a good quantity of an item for retail arbitrage. Can't get ungated. Just get a online invoice. Buy that brand at like a online retailer. Get it like Target. I've heard Target's been working pretty well recently for ungating. ASOS, soccer.com, all that kind of stuff. Sweet. Good to see all you guys rolling in over here on YouTube. Let me know if I can answer any questions. And yeah, we got the free Amazon class coming back on Tuesday night, so make sure I'll see a couple of you guys there as well. What box or bag to use to ship FBM for backpacks? You can just do like poly bags. On the item itself, like on SellerAmp, you can mouse over. There's like a little box icon. It'll show you the dimensions of the product. You can just buy like usually be like 20 by 18, something like that. Kind of like a big square poly bag. Helped a lot. Just purchase your first few products. Hope you can sell them. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. As long as you look at the data and it's all telling you it sells and the buy box is rotating, then there's no reason it won't. So yeah, that's awesome. Glad you're out there finding those first products. That's a huge win. When you're selling through FBM, how does Amazon Prime go? How do you get a leg up being FBM? Yeah, Rick. So a lot of times, like if you compete with FBA sellers as FBM, they might beat you on some of those listings. Check the buy box stats on SellerAmp and then sort by type. It'll show you FBA and FBM sellers. And then based on that, you can figure out if it's FBM friendly, basically. And if you're not having too much success making sales, then try using 0-day handling time and lowering your time estimates for states that are like your state, like a state nearby, that type of thing. Don't do it for all of them, because then you'll end up like paying like way too much in shipping, basically. Sweet, you guys are rolling. What's up, Meredith? You said you're having a hard time finding leads. Yeah, so I just posted a video yesterday on YouTube, Meredith. You can check that out. It's like a 20-minute video that breaks down kind of my live sourcing process, revealed a couple products, show you how it's all done. We could sit here and talk about it, but if you just like go check out one of those videos where I'm like actually doing it, that'll probably be your best bet there. Really just find a sale and dig in through people who have already sourced through that sale basically. And if you check out one of the recent videos, it'll show you kind of how the one of the more efficient ways to find products as a beginner there. How are people able to sell in generic listings? They're not, Zarius. You'll get kicked off those listings. Technically, copyright infringement too. So it's honestly like that's one of the very important things that you need to avoid as a seller is generic listings. Tax-free weekend in Tennessee today through Sunday. Ooh, yes. I forgot about sales tax-free weekends. That's a major one. So everyone look up your holiday sales tax weekend. They do it before back to school seasons, and it varies by state. So let me see. Yeah, like 2024 dates. A lot of them are, I'm looking at a calendar here. It's like late July to early August. Early August seems to be like when most of them are going on. So yeah, check your state for that. I remember that being a big deal when I was like growing up and stuff, because there was no sales tax. Everybody's like going out grocery shopping and all kinds of stuff. But for us, it obviously means higher margins. So yeah, go hard, source extra hard on the sales tax holiday days. Is there any way you can offer Prime being FBM? You can do seller fulfilled Prime, Rick, but that's more, you have to get invited to it, and it's more suited to people who have like a warehouse and people at the warehouse, 24/7, 7 days a week, that type of stuff. I haven't seen too many single sellers have success doing seller fulfilled Prime, just because even if it's out of your control and it doesn't get there in the 2 days or whatever, it can kind of come back to bite in terms of like refunds and stuff like that. Karen said you saw that video. It was great. Yeah. So if you guys need some product sourcing sauce, check out the video I posted yesterday on YouTube there. Just bought a huge quantity of a large brand. That's what's up. Do you think an invoice from Walmart would work to get it ungated? Yeah, that's fine, Jay. Yeah, especially if you bought it all from Walmart, then yeah. Make sure you have like some kind of a extra discount on that too. A lot of times if you go deep on like Walmart products, it's too easy for other people to find that same product at the same price. So hopefully like got it sold out or something like that. Nice little moat for competitive there, or for competition there. What's the best day and the week in time to source? I mean, it depends on the product, Lucas, or the time of year, right? Basically just anytime there's a sale coming up, or like a holiday coming up, there'll be sales going on basically. Yeah, so like, I mean, we're just talking about like sales tax holidays, so that'll be a really good time for you to source. There'll be some back to school sales kicking off. We just had a bunch of like Prime Day competitive sales, all that type of stuff. So the sales aren't like A plus right now. There will be those weeks, like probably last week was like an A plus week to source because there were so many websites competing with Prime Day. There'll be more holidays and random examples of websites running sales. But there's certain times of the year where like everyone's running a sale. I'd say it happens like at least once a month though. Sweet. How would you prep for ASD? Yeah, good question, man. So ASD, if you guys are not familiar, it's a trade show in Vegas in like a week or so, like 10 days, something like that. I'll be there. There'll be a lot of other Amazon sellers that you guys probably see on social media and stuff there as well. Monday night, we're doing a free party with you guys. Be like an hour or two of kind of some info and then free drinks. It's all on SellerAmp and Boxem. So you guys can drink for free. If you're at ASD Monday night, we'll have an invite link and stuff like that. We wander around in the trade hall. You can come say hi. But if you are going to ASD and you want to get maximum advantage out of it, basically it's a ton of like wholesalers and that type of stuff that'll roll up, a bunch of like national distributors. So Nate, if you're trying to prep, come with a list of 2, 3, 4 brands that you know really well. And at least 3 or 4 products in each of those brands that you'd really want to go deep on if possible. And then use those to open conversations with suppliers and just see where it goes from there. The big thing is just don't be the guy walking around like asking for price sheets, right? You should be rolling up saying, hey, here's exactly what we want. We did some research online. We know you sell this brand. Can we make this happen? And we'd love to see what else, what your pricing looks like in other products in this brand. So they know you're serious. They know you want. They know what you want, and they're just going to take you a lot more seriously that way. But yeah, good question there. Hopefully I'll see you there, man. Is offering free shipping a good idea? Yeah. So Daniel, pretty much everyone does free shipping. It's just like psychology at this point. Like people are just expecting it. So you just offer free shipping, and then the market just kind of raises the prices to adjust for it. You'll notice that on most listings, the FBA and FBM sale prices are roughly as profitable, except for like really heavy or really light stuff. Started online arbitrage. Whenever you're finding a profitable product, you never find it lower than your max cost. So you need to be digging for more discount methods, basically. So yeah, let me. I just made a new resource that I haven't quite put out there yet, but I'll drop it for you guys here. Um, Sweet. So if you're finding products and you're finding good stuff and you just can't figure out how people are getting it profitably, I just put a link in the YouTube chat. It's 12 like discount methods to use. Pretty much everything that I use to create margin out of bad products, basically. So you can check that list out there. There's also some basically like all the YouTube videos run through at least some of those. That just kind of puts it all in one place for you. So yeah, if you're having a hard time like figuring out how people are making money and that type of stuff, then they probably have some kind of discount that you're not thinking about. So you can run through that list and see if there is one. Sweet. You want FBM since it's your first product, learn more about the process. Listings dominated by FBA. Yeah, so that doesn't necessarily mean you can't sell at FBA. It just means that the buy box is probably not going to rotate to FBM. Check the buy box stats on SellerAmp to see if check the buy box stats on SellerAmp there. Sweet. What up, Joe? How's it going, man? Are you excited to run the the event at ASD? I saw we got the banners and stuff blasting out there today. That'll be fun. Yeah, good call, Karen. So yeah, if you are going to ASD, it's free. Just register beforehand. I know like last year, something like that. I can't quite remember who it was, but one of the Money Monday boys, the regulars. I had to stand in the check-in line with them for a while. So make sure you do it. Make sure you do it ahead of time. It's free if you do it. Is offering free shipping a good idea? Yeah, I already got to that, but yeah, for sure. If you have a perishable item, should you make customers pay for next day shipping? No, that's kind of up to you to make sure you package your items correctly. Selling perishables that you like have to refrigerate are kind of risky, to be honest. It's a good niche if you figure out how to get really good at it, though. But yeah, I'm sure I'd have to go look at a bunch of other listings of like highly perishable products and see what the other sellers on that listing are doing. Because I'm curious if they're like restricting to really fast shipping or something like that. Or if you just, because you're definitely going to have to pay for like heat resistant bags and ice packs and that type of stuff. You're a beginner at Amazon FBA. What advice would you give me? Just spend more time practicing, my man. That's really all you can do in the early days. It's going to be hard in the early days. The secret to to all this stuff is anything that actually works is hard, right? So you got to get through the first 2 or 3 months of things not making sense, where it to be like, all right, now it's clicking. Now I'm making a couple grand a month. Like, yeah, but you gotta power through the initial there. If you don't really know like where to start, you can check out up in the bio if you're on Instagram. You can check out the Amazon Launchpad. It's like a bunch of free guides, videos, that type of stuff for you. Kind of show you what type of stuff to do. Do you need to ungate for all the products from the same brand, or you ungate one product? So like when you ungate a brand, you'll be able to sell any of the products in that brand for the most part. Unless sometimes you'll see like a really, really, really fast selling product in that brand that they're just not accepting ungating for, or there could be like different forms of it. You can get kind of weird, to be honest, but the majority of the products for that brand will get ungated. Yeah. Sweet. How do you recommend cost effectively prepping shipments? Yeah, Jack. So there's like 3 settings you can do with FBA shipments now. I would say if you're doing shipments of over 200 units, do Amazon optimized. That's where you'll get more split shipments, but since you have more products in that shipment, you'll be able to basically kind of pull down the cost per pound average. And if you're doing less, then do inventory placement. You can also make sure you're creating that shipment through Boxem as well, and you can use like 2D barcodes and that type of stuff. so that they check in faster and you start making sales sooner. Is it safe to feedback a listing that only has an FBM seller, not the owner of the brand? Yeah, probably. As long as it hasn't been the same seller for years and years and years, and they're selling really well. You'll see a lot of listings that have only had one seller for a while, but they're just like a slow seller, kind of been under the radar, where you can sell it. A good resource if you're trying to figure out like if a brand is safe and that type of stuff. You can look at Seller Journal Greenlight, which is free. Some of the listings you sold were deleted. Should you create your own listing? Yeah, you can try. It can be kind of tough to do that. Look for like a multi-pack. That's what I'll usually do. See if there's like a 2-pack listing, that type of stuff on that product, or maybe a bundle. You can buy the other part that goes with it and sell it that way. Or worst case, just sell it on eBay or that kind of thing. Is $1,000 to $1,500 a good amount to start? Yeah. I started with $1,500 about 6 years ago at this point. 5 years and 11 months ago, something like that. It started the whole Amazon journey there. I was selling like cheap products. So you might look at going to like thrift stores and that type of stuff, buying books, DVD players, VCR players, that type of stuff, yard sales. If you have like $2 to $3 grand, then you'll be set for OA. Not that you can't start with that. You can start with whatever you want. Just keep in mind that you'll grow at about 30% ROI every 2 months or so. If you do FBA, that'll be every 4 to 6 weeks if you do FBM. So obviously, the more you're starting with, and the higher ROI you can go for, the better. So if you don't have that much to start with, you can kind of spend more time to buy high ROI, like hard to find used products, that type of stuff. Can you scale as a beginner with a 9-to-5 job? Yeah, absolutely. If you check out, there's a playlist on my YouTube channel, just like success stories and stuff. I'd say like probably at least half of those people have 9-to-5 jobs, and they're all making at least a couple grand a month profit. One of the more recent ones, I talked to my friend Nick. He does like 100 grand a month, and he's got a 9-to-5 job, kids, the family, all that type of stuff. So yeah, you can definitely do it. Should you delete listings that are out of stock? Yeah, if you don't ever plan to restock them, it's a good idea. And if you're not sure, like if the brand might IP complain one day, then definitely. Because you can get an IP complaint on a listing that you haven't sold in months, which is super annoying. Yeah, you definitely want to clear out that inventory. Just like every month or two, look through and to see if there's anything really old that you're just not planning on restocking again. What is ROI? Return on investment. Yeah, you just need to look through like a lot of beginner resources, my friend. Yeah, dive into the beginner playlist on my YouTube channel. Check out the Amazon Launchpad, just like a free course you can check out. And then yeah, keep coming back and asking questions though. You just need to dive into a little bit like the beginner, super beginner basic info, kind of understand the terminology, that type of stuff. As a beginner, what price range should you suggest to sell? If you're doing FBM, then above $20 is good. If you're asking about like price ranges and stuff, just because it tends to cost at least like $3.54 for a shipping label, and anything below $20, I mean, you're seeing right there, that's 20% or more, right? If it's a $20 item, it's a $4 label. So yeah, the more expensive stuff can kind of even out a little better. For FBA, if you send over 100 units, a single thing, do they take the individual units and repack and package them? Yeah. So, Mezzy, you'll just ship it in a big box or multiple different boxes. If you check out like 10 or 11 days ago, something like that, I posted a video on the channel, like diving into how to create an FBA shipment. So you might find that useful. But yeah, you'll put all 100 of those in a box, a couple boxes, whatever Amazon tells you to do. And then once it gets there, Amazon, they're the ones who, they box it up, ship it to the customer, all that kind of stuff. With some good wholesalers for FBM. So no one's going to like specifically give away a wholesaler just because a good wholesaler is worth a lot of money. Plus, you could have the contact information of, all of my wholesalers and make no money there because you don't have the relationship that's been built, that type of thing, right? So you don't have the years of following up, buying products that they were trying to get rid of so that you can unlock lower pricing, all that kind of stuff. So really the best thing if you're trying to get into wholesale is just pick a niche that you like, figure out some products that you want a lot of. FBA, it's the same thing, man. Like, yeah, look into local wholesalers. that sell brands that you want to to buy in bulk, and then just start the conversation from there. For items that sell in bundles on Amazon, can you find them individually, package them yourself in bundles? Yeah, Ty. So like, good example of some stuff we've sold is like, two different types of like a lotion in the same brand, right? You'll see a listing on Amazon that sells 1,000 times a month, and then you just buy those two separately and combine them. So yeah, you can definitely do that. Be careful on any of the listings where Amazon's kind of cracking down on Amazon's kind of cracking down on those bundles where like you do like a 2-pack of Jif peanut butter or whatever it is, and then you private label your own spoon that costs you 5 cents, and then you call it your brand. That was popular, but Amazon is they're enforcing a rule that already existed for that. So just be careful. It's called like branded bundles. It was pretty smart, but Amazon was going to crack down on it at some point. Would you recommend using contact info on a third-party seller on Walmart? Most of those sellers are probably going to be doing the same thing as you, Jay, in terms of like third-party Walmart sellers. Yeah. Why do you offer all this advice for free? Yeah, Sandeep. So like, I own, selfishly, I own SellerAmp and Boxem, which are the best tools in the Amazon space for what they do. So instead of having to charge you, a bunch of money for a course to make money online, I can give you all the information that everybody else out there has to charge for to make money. And as long as you stick around and I do a good job of making you stay a profitable Amazon seller, then you keep the tool that makes you money anyway, right? So it's a really good win-win compared to, selling a course and saying, bye, like, good luck. That type of stuff, right? Plus, like on a human level, what makes you feel more fulfilled, having a bunch of money or seeing thousands of people that you've helped change their lives, right? So like, it's a good win-win, right? It's just a better model, and it's just more fun. I get to talk to more people, help more people this way. Can a bad inventory performance score hurt your account seriously? If you let enough of them pile up, especially early on, the more you sell, the less it'll affect your score. A quick little tidbit is that if you sell every 4 sales you make, you get 1 point of account health rating. And then if you get like IP complaints or something like that, it'll go down. So just do your best to keeping that score high. Appeal everything you get. Your account's not going to get shut down if you get 1 IP complaint that they just won't get rid of and all that type of stuff. But do your best to appeal everything. Is it possible to start with $1,000? Yeah, Christian. You'll grow a little bit slower than some of the other crazy fast growth stories you see out there. If I were you, I would keep funnel money from the job after you get some experience, that type of stuff. Do any other like service-based type side hustles you can do to put the money into the Amazon business. Because Amazon is one of those things where you can leverage money to free up a bunch of your time, right? But since you only have like $1,000, you might want to think about leveraging that time so you can grow the cash machine, so you can step back a little bit sooner in the long run. Just like a work harder now while you can kind of thing. What category should you sell on a new account? Whatever you want. If you have any like personal interests in certain niches, if you're into makeup or shoes or whatever it is, you probably already know like the best brands, maybe where you can get some good sales, that type of stuff. So start there. If not, then you can check out like any of the recent like product sourcing videos on my YouTube channel, and you can see like what I look through. You just kind of copy the sourcing method there. Seller dashboard. Yeah, Island, we got lots of fun stuff in the works for you. Don't you worry there. We got a whole bunch of like analytic stuff mocked up that we're working on right now. It's really, really cool. I've been playing around with it on the like the pre beta and it's super powerful. I'm excited to show you. So get that nice pretty data going on there. What's the least you'd recommend starting? Like $1,000. What's up from San Antonio? What's up? San Antonio is a cool town. Hot, very hot. I assume extremely hot this time of year, but when I was there in December, it was nice. What's the best way to pause the business if you're out of town for a while? Put your store on vacation mode. You'll still make FBA sales, which is nice. So you just like make sure you check the buyer messages and stuff. Make sure there's no like FBA customers that you say like go work this out with Amazon, and then just freeze all your FBM shipments with vacation mode. You're looking to get a prep center in the near future, or some consistent frustrations you have another prep center. Yeah, so just make sure they like ship on time and you can like communicate with them pretty well. So yeah, like get like, a couple if you want to, like kind of test them out individually. Ship like 100 units to each one, see how long it takes them to ship it in. See if they tack on any like random ticky tacky fees, all that type of stuff, and then just go with the one you like the best. Or if you get one right away that you love, price is good. Like, yeah, the biggest thing is just, do they get your stuff shipped out on time, and can you talk to somebody if anything goes wrong? From the Virgin Islands, don't know if you can do FBM or FBA because your area. That's what's up. That's cool. Um, but yeah, you probably do FBA. Get a prep center in the lower 48, that type of thing. FBA Jesus, I'll I'll take it. Sweet. You watched 3 years ago on YouTube. That's what's up. Yeah, you've been around. That's cool. I guess I was doing arbitrage videos 3 years ago, which is kind of wild to think about. But yeah, been a fun journey. Excited to see you around here. That's cool. Do you recommend having multiple Amazon seller accounts? You got to be really careful with that because it is allowed, but you need, like, Amazon says you need, like, quote, like a legitimate business reason to do it. So let's say you have like a private label brand you want to start, you want to keep it separate from the reselling business. That's a good reason, right? If you just want 2 accounts to resell on, there's a good risk of getting banned, because if you ever accidentally sell the same product on 2 different listings, or on 2 different accounts that you own, then you can get both of them banned pretty fast. So just be careful with that type of stuff. Can you get Ungated for school supplies with Staples? Yeah, you can use that, Henry. If you're having any trouble, like, add the tracking info and then add a picture of the item. That's been working for me lately. It's been helping out. People say know your numbers. What's the best way to keep track of your numbers? Yeah, Kirk. So I'm just tracking all that through Boxum. So yeah, I use Boxum to make all my shipments. It also like tracks profit, fees, all that kind of stuff. I'll drop the link in chat. You can check it out. Get a free trial, all that good stuff. Been talking to a prep center in Oregon. Yeah, that's a good state for it. The only downside with West Coast rep centers is the fulfillment centers over there tend to be a little bit slower. So if you can get an East Coast rep center, that's ideal, but they tend to be more expensive, busier, have a little bit worse service, just from what I've seen. I tested a bunch of East Coast prep centers. I use one on the West Coast just because I like who I work with. But I could definitely have faster check-in times if I found something good on the East Coast. It's just hard. It's a lot of junk prep centers on the East Coast. You're talking about flipping books. Yeah, that's what's up. Yep, that's the origin right there. Sweet. Yeah, glad you're getting back into it though. Yeah, let me know what I can help you out with there. I think I got your question earlier, but you can create a listing. It can just be a little bit difficult. See if you can find a multi-pack or something like that already exists for that. You got unclined for an ungate, trying to know if you reapply the case automatically gets closed. So if you get denied, see why they denied it. If they give you a real reason, dispute it. So like one that happened to me the other day was like, you didn't buy the right brand. And obviously on the invoice it says the brand I was ungating, and I just like highlighted over it and said like, look at the invoice. here's what the brand name is. I highlighted it. You can check it out. You just kind of like address what they're talking about. Is it good to sell an item that has a somewhat flat offer account history? It can be, but those might be IP complaining brands. So just make sure it's had more than one seller for a while. You know what I mean? Yeah, just make sure that you can check like Seller Journal Greenlight. It's also like a free resource on terms of seeing if brands are good. But yeah, those can be good. Just be careful on that. What's a good item to start off with selling? Anything that sells, man. If you need to figure out like how to actually do like product sourcing, up here in the bio, go check out like the YouTube channel. There's also a free course that dives into like everything product sourcing related. But yeah, anything that sells, specifically if you have any like personal interest in certain categories or anything like that, that might give you a leg up, like the good brands, where to get stuff cheap already. Start there. But yeah, you can dive through a bunch of the content I already have out there that shows you kind of what to look out for. Waiting on some FNSKU labels, then you're on the journey. Yeah, that's what's up. How do you tell which variations are selling well on Keepa? Yeah, so you'll just open up the offers tab of Keepa. You can see like if you can kind of see if people like are making sales, what price they were at, that type of stuff. You can also check the variations feature on SellerAmp, which actually grabs like recent ratings. So it's not just grabbing the total number of reviews and stuff; it's grabbing the most recent ones. So the review percentages on SellerAmp shows you the recent sales percentages, more or less, and not just like lifetime reviews where it might have had 1,000 reviews 2 years ago and it hasn't had one since then. Keepa might tell you that that sells when it doesn't. Do you buy under, or how do you assess how much to buy? If you don't know how to like figure that out, then just start buying like 10-unit test orders and that type of stuff. FBM them as much as possible so you can get that like proof of concept faster. But it's usually a combination of like Keepa offers data tab, the SellerAmp estimate, and then just kind of how many competitive sellers are on there, that type of thing. Yeah. What up, Thomas? How's it going, man? Thomas over here on the Instagram chat's been crushing it. Nice little doing you're on hard mode operating out of California. Got that jacked up sales tax over there. They want an itemized invoice, email customer service. Yeah, they're just kind of making stuff up, to be honest. Like Ungating department's kind of up to no good lately. So you just got to keep submitting. Yeah, it's kind of normal these days. Do you ever feel like vehicle is not lowering the price when it should? It's kind of down to your repricing rules, Kyle. It'll do whatever your rules are set up to do. More or less. A good gem in terms of repricing. Make sure all y'all's reprices are set up to raise prices by like 10 or 20% at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., something like that. So that if anyone else's repricer is just set to match the buy box and you pull it up and they're way lower than everybody else and they want to pull it up as well, you can start pulling prices up on listings. So yeah, definitely set that up. There's no reason not to set that up. It's just like a nice little free profit booster there. Sweet. Probably just gonna go ahead and wrap up here then. If you guys have not already registered for the free class on Tuesday night, it's been a while since we've done one. Probably be at least a month or so until we do another. We got some like back to school sauce to show you, all that good stuff. So hopefully I'll see you there. And then yeah, make sure you check out a box and free trial as well if you want to send shipments off to Amazon, get those fast check-in times, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys again very soon. 2 a.m. clubs coming in clutch. Yeah, that's what's up, Kyle. Good work there. Sweet. You guys have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend, everybody. Let's make it a wealthy weekend. Make some money on the weekend, and I'll see you guys very soon.